Hey everybody, it's Hippie in the Desert here to introduce you to my new channel and introduce you to myself. Hopefully you're going to stick around for this journey, and I want everyone here to feel free to share things about themselves and their journey to better health. So the first thing I need to do is share my story, how I got to this place, and then we'll share going forward. So a little bit about me. I am 49. I will be 50 in February. I live in southeastern Arizona, and I am originally from central Indiana. We moved here 12 years ago, and it's very nice to not be in the cold winter right now. It's beautiful and sunny out today. My husband actually is out on his motorcycle right now. So it's quite a change from where we are from in Indiana, where it's cold and snowy. But I am married. As I said, my husband's out on his motorcycle right now. We have 3 children. We live here in southeastern Arizona with 2 of my children, my mother, 2 dogs, and a cat, and then, of course, my husband. I am a paraprofessional at a special needs school. I love riding my motorcycle. I have a Can-Am that I love to ride. I love to craft, especially doing crochet. I love to travel. I really like cooking, especially for people. I love to read. I love to watch movies. I'm very, very addicted to YouTube, which was the impetus for sharing my story here on YouTube instead of just lurking around watching everyone else. So my health history, I have had some chronic things going on. I have type 2 diabetes, which has been greatly helped by getting a gastric sleeve and losing 70 pounds. I'm off all my diabetes meds, and my sugars are normal at this time. So that's a win. And the gastric sleeve really helped. I have more weight to lose, but it helped reverse my diabetes quite a bit. So it was successful for what I did it for. I have been diagnosed with POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which means basically my heart rate goes up and my blood pressure goes down and I feel dizzy, and I have a lot of symptoms from that. But I managed to live with that for quite a while and have been doing very well with it. I do have a heart defect. I'm sorry that I keep looking over to the side. I have a list of things so that I won't forget what I'm talking about, and you'll see why. I have a heart defect that I see a cardiologist for. It was discovered 4 years ago, although I've had it my whole life. I am missing the right artery in my heart, but the left artery had grown enough capillaries that I have good circulation and blood flow to all the muscles in my heart, and so I don't need surgery to correct that birth defect. As far as COVID goes, I had COVID, a very mild case, in 2022. It was like a light flu. And I got vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. I've had boosters and, try to keep on top of that because I am an immunocompromised person. I have, some health issues that are going on, and I didn't want to take any chances. So I did get fully vaccinated. I have had trouble with illnesses, heart-related, POTS-related, which is kind of heart-related, and just having a bad immune system my whole life, but I was always the one to push through, fake it till you make it. I would go to work sick, get sent home. I was a dog groomer for many years, and that is a job, especially when I was doing it mobile, that you could do when you were sick. You could, the dogs didn't care, the pets didn't care, and you just had to pull it together to deal with the owners and, talk to them about what they wanted done with their animal and that kind of stuff. And then you could be miserable in front of the animals. They were of great comfort, actually. But I got to where I physically couldn't be a dog groomer anymore, and that's when I got on the path to be a paraprofessional for special needs students. As far as my current health problems, I got sick this year on November 1st with what I thought was a cold. I struggled through it for about a week, wasn't getting any better, and I went to the doctor, and I was tested positive for COVID for the second time. So, they were like, get rest, get, lots of fluids, this, that, the other, don't go to work. So I took a week off work, stayed home, didn't get any better. I got through it as best I could, tried to go to work and then couldn't do it and would go back home. And then on the 17th of November, I got a stomach flu. My whole family got it, actually. All of us that live here got the stomach flu. And that was pretty devastating. That took me down because I already had COVID, and then I couldn't eat, and I couldn't keep anything down, not even water. And it was bad. So they gave me some anti-nausea stuff, and we kind of got me over that. But then the 27th of November, I wasn't getting any better with the upper respiratory symptoms and the brain fog and the fatigue and the body aches. And I was coughing up a lot of really gross stuff. So they gave me some antibiotics and some steroids. And eventually the upper respiratory symptoms went away, but everything else did not. And when they diagnosed me on the 27th of November, they told me that I probably had long COVID. I went through the rest of November and so far December with 2 emergency room visits for chest pain, pressure, brain fog, fatigue, muscle aches with no fever, loss of appetite, just general symptoms like that. My PCP diagnosed me with long COVID, and the ER diagnosed me with long COVID. So, pretty sure that's what's going on. And unfortunately, there's just not a lot that they can do for long COVID other than try to treat the symptoms. And they said it could last a couple weeks or it could last a couple years. And they don't know a lot about it. They don't have a specialist they can send me to. I just am going to go through this. So I'm going to document going through this. I have taken a leave of absence from work because I can't physically or mentally do that job right now. And I don't want them to be without staff. It's a very small school. I don't want them to be without staff indefinitely while I don't know what's going on. So I'm on a leave of absence from work. I have no worries about getting my job back. I have taken a leave of absence before for my heart symptoms and my POTS symptoms, and as soon as I'm ready to go back, they'll take me back as a sub, which in a small school like that, they need a sub almost every day. I can drive the bus, and I will be hired on full-time as soon as they have a spot for me. I just don't know when that's going to be, and I can't ask the school to hold that position open and be short-staffed in a high-needs environment like that. So I did the responsible thing and took a leave of absence so they could replace me. I am all but bedbound. I'm in the living room right now on the couch. I can usually do that for about half the day, laying. The couches recline, so I lay them back. But I'm in bed for hours and hours a day. Not necessarily sleeping, but just too exhausted to do anything. I obviously cannot drive because I have brain fog. I get very confused. Can't remember things. Can't retain information. I can't process very fast. I cannot cook. I cannot do crafts. I can't crochet because I can't keep track of the stitch. I'm very tired all the time, and everything I do makes me exhausted. Yesterday, my husband took me out to lunch, and I came home and took a bath and had to lay down and hit my inhaler because I was just sweating and breathing heavy and miserable because I try to do 2 things in one day. I have shortness of breath with every task. Like I said, bathing I have to do when someone's here to watch me, in case I slip and get dizzy and fall or lose my breath or anything like that. I have a loss of appetite. I am no longer on the anti-nausea meds, but I do get a little queasy when I eat. I have to keep everything I eat really simple. Scrambled eggs, toast, that kind of stuff. And I just have no appetite. I have lost 20 pounds in the last 2 months, which I am overweight. Obviously, you're looking at me. 20 pounds is losable to me right now, but that's really fast weight loss and not good for your body and not the way I want to be losing weight. I have general weakness. I have body pain with no fever, but I have that feverish body pain feeling that you get when you have a fever. A lot of the time comes and goes. I feel very isolated because even when there are people home, I'm in my bedroom most of the time, just trying to make it through, trying to concentrate on something to take my mind off the fact that I'm in here by myself. I watch a lot of YouTube. I used to read a lot. Now I can only read about 5 pages at a time, and it's just overwhelming, and I have to put it down. So I can't use that as an escape or to use up my time while I'm, laying around, because that's all I'm able to do at this time. It's even hard to watch a movie because I can't concentrate on what's going on. I can only really watch movies that I've already seen, which isn't a bad thing. I like to rewatch comfort movies. That's fine. But, there are some new movies out I'd like to watch, but I can't follow the plot. And even long-form YouTube videos, I like to watch, documentaries and true crime and that kind of stuff. And I can't follow the story if they're very long. So, that's a big change for me. Like I said, I was always that, push through, fake it till you make it. And, I tried to go out yesterday, and I ate lunch at a restaurant, came home, clean myself up and was exhausted and gasping for air. This is not something that I can push through. This is not something I can fake it till I make it. This isn't something I can just battle through at work. I'm trapped in my house right now for a lot of the time. And this long COVID is so different than the other chronic illnesses that I've had, that I've been able to just adjust my life and do things different, and I can manage it and I'll be okay. This is not that. This has been life-changing. I know it's only been 2 months, but it's been a long 2 months. And one of the things that I want to do with this channel is build a sense of community, build a sense of purpose. I know there are people who are going through chronic illness, people who are going through long COVID and other things that are just changing their lives and making everyday things hard. And we can go through that together and not have to feel so isolated. That's what I want to do on this channel. So I will be doing these vlogs as often as I can, because it's been 2 days of prep to make this video, to be honest, of making an outline. So I keep looking over at so that I don't lose my thoughts. There's probably a lot of cuts in this video where I had to stop and gather myself mentally to figure out what I was trying to say and find my place at the outline, which is not me. I used to, do community theater, and I would even write plays and direct them and star in them and sing in them, and I just can't do that anymore. So this is me reaching out to the long COVID community, to the chronic illness community, and just to the people who maybe are interested in what life is like for me right now and want to make friends on the internet, get information, form a community. So the plans for the channel are to document this journey, hopefully come through this at some point and be able to vlog my recovery. But not a lot is known about it. I don't know if or when I'm going to be any better. So I just have to accept that this right now is the new normal for however long, and go forward. So I hope you'll go forward with me. I hope that you'll leave a comment about how you found this video, introduce yourself. You don't have to be as open and thorough as I am, but I'd like to know a little bit about you. Share this video to anyone that you think would benefit from forming that kind of community where we're all just trying to get through this new thing together, whether that's long COVID or some other kind of chronic illness. Or you just are interested in vlogs in general, and we'll be talking about a lot of topics as things go forward. There will be some info about traveling, specifically traveling with chronic illness. I have a trip planned in February, and I have no idea whether or not I'm just going to be like this and laying around the whole trip, or if I'll be able to actually enjoy a vacation. So that's going to be an adventure. Other things coming up. And I'm just happy to start this journey and hopefully make some friends and make a community where we can all support each other through this. So if you liked this video, I'll give it a thumbs up. I'd love it if you subscribed, and I really would love it if you'd leave me a comment letting me know about your situation and your story. So until next time, see you later.